Hey reviewer, Jack here, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna do a response video. It's for Matt Pat. Most people know him as the Game Theorist. I'll have an annotation up here on the screen. So first check that out, and then come back and watch this as I do my best to debunk his theory of why Mario is mental. I guess you're back. Hopefully you saw the show, and we can talk about this. What I really want to emphasize right now is, I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen his episode. If you have, then you probably know, but if not, go check out some other videos on his channel. One video is talking about how, like, we're all part of the same universe and all that, but if that's true, it wouldn't be a timeline, it would be a split timeline, which would explain why Mario is like a carpenter, a snake wrangler. He went on and on with the list. Also, why Kratos can be playing golf in one universe and calm, while the other one he's aggressive and ripping heads off of people, let alone gods and all that. So that plays a key part in this whole Mario mental thing I want to debunk. So considering that is all a different timeline and all that, or a different universe per se, that's one big reason why Mario is mental. Maybe in one universe he is. Such is the case of Donkey Kong Jr. The only game that no one can defend Mario. No one. I went on to Wikipedia, and it even said that Mario is the villain. I thought of that. Then I thought of the one that came out for the DS, where he's animating those wind-up dolls and he's letting them loose. I think that's what he was doing. Instead of whipping birds, he was just winding them up. Bend up, grab one, wind it down, all that, and so forth, so on and so forth. So I guess he was a toy maker in that. Now for the thing that throws the whole Donkey Kong Circus, Donkey Kong thing into a loop, which makes it so separate, is in Donkey Kong Circus, Mario is a circus performer, while in Donkey Kong he is a carpenter. Those are two different job titles that I'm pretty sure no one could get. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure no one could get. So everyone knows the story of Donkey Kong, your Mario saving the damsel, I think it's Pauline or Daisy, from Donkey Kong. Not many people are aware of what Donkey Kong Circus is. You know what? I did some research on this, and I came back that it was originally going to be a Mickey Mouse game, but since Nintendo didn't get the rights to Mickey Mouse to use Mickey Mouse was going to be Donkey Kong, while Donald Duck was going to be Mario. So Mario was going to be balancing on a beach ball, catching things, throwing back up. Well, Donald would laugh at him if he made a mistake. So right there, I'm pretty sure Mario was not scolding Donkey Kong, but he was laughing. Now, the coolest part about old school games that I believe is that they did not have any vocalizations. They had to use gestures, and considering that they had the limitations was the screen from right here to right here to right here, they had open range only on that part. While nowadays it's all like all over the place, it's more realistic and all that, but the fact that they crammed it all into one screen to have a full game on one screen instead of multiple like levels was pretty. I'll be honest, it's kind of, I still like that. So just like in any circus performance, if there was a mess up or a goof, or not even a circus performance but like a stage play, there's a saying called the show must go on. So even though something messed up, or yeah, something that even though something messed up, the show must go on. So in that phrase, if Donkey Kong dropped one of the foods, Mario, who was on the side, would start jumping up and laugh, most likely representing the circus performer, like acting like it was all part of the routine, laughing at it, getting the whole audience to laugh at it, and then they'd continue on with what was going on. The show must go on. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't offending Donkey Kong, but easing the blow of Donkey Kong's mistake, which is actually the player's mistake. So just for that, props to a game that could make something that lame thing nowadays pretty interesting back then. So props to you. And now on to what is more canon than some small obscure game like that, or even something called Donkey Kong, to offend Mario. You're saying that wigglers are harmless creatures? That I will agree is true until you, like you said, knock them off their home or destroy their home and enrage them. That is true. But think about it. Okay, I hope you thought about it for a quick sec. You could have paused the video. But what if, hold on with me, theorized, realistically, what if a wiggler was a parasite? Just like a wood tick. If a wood tick got on you, you'd have to take it off of its home, which is your skin, and then you'd have to burn it, which is why he's running around all mad, and you have to stomp on him. That could be a good theory. That would be a good enemy type that no one sees anymore. You know what? I think that might be true. I'm not sure about the Donkey Kong 64. The Super Mario 64 game. I've played it, but I haven't gotten to the wiggler part yet. But in Super Mario Sunshine, there is a wiggler, and he is on top of a capsule with like a little orb on top, like absorbing the sun rays, just sleeping and all that. What is going on is my theory, most likely, that he's absorbing all the sun rays from what is supposed to be captured and sent to the sunbird, or is it sandbird? I'm calling it a sandbird. I don't know off the top of my head, but he's taking the rays of the egg of the sandbird. I'm not sure about you, but we've already seen more wigglers in more Mario games than sunbirds. Sandbirds, I said sunbirds. Sandbird, I said sandbird. So I'm taking this as sandbirds are more rare than a wiggler. So the fact that a parasite is leeching off the life force of a baby egg and taking its energy that is protected inside a capsule, and the only way how it could gain energy is from the top, which the wiggler is on, so it can't gain the energy to keep it warm, the egg warm, so it could crack and you could go up into the sky and collect red coins onto a pillar that doesn't have a bottom. But the fact is that you do ruin its home, but it wasn't its home to begin with. Why else are you destroying its natural, its new home or habitat that it's in? Because it invaded. That is pretty cool. I am for the Mario team right now. Sorry, Matt Pat. I'm a big fan of you, but I'm gonna go with the wiggler is a parasite over it being completely non-threatening. But I will give you this: Cheep Cheeps are just minding their own business in the water, and Mario comes along and kills them. I will totally give you that. There's no way how to defend that. But can you tell me why they jump up into the air and try Goomba stomping Mario? If you recall in Super Mario Brothers, the very first one for the NES, there's a level that you go underwater. I think World 2, Stage 2, that you go underwater and you dodge all the Cheep Cheeps. And it's just like an easy obstacle course, so you get through it with ease. But a couple stages later, you're going on a bridge, and there's flying Cheep Cheeps jumping out of the water. Well, it doesn't say water, so they're jumping pretty high, and then they're coming up and they're gonna land on Mario, almost like they're trying to Goomba stomp him. It's not, to me, you're right about Cheep Cheeps are the defenseless creatures in water. I did say water. But how about when they're not in water? When in the sky, I'm pretty sure they're like lethal. We don't see much of this anymore, which I believe is sad. We do see it a little bit in Super Mario Sunshine, but not much anymore. I haven't played any of the recent Mario games, but the ones that I have played, I don't see that much, so we need to get that back. Oh, on to a tough topic about Yoshi. What can one say about a Yoshi? Yoshi! I just have two theories about this. The first one is, yes, Mario is punching him. Mario is punching him in the back of the head to extend out his tongue. If this is true, then there goes that whole dimensional thing again, and it only happened in this one universe. But here's something that could actually make it from one separate universe to another. That he's not actually punching the back of his head, but he's actually pointing. If you look at Super Mario World, do you ever see his hands at all? Or do you see his fists? And if that's true, then why is Yoshi like flinching? He's not flinching. He's actually going down into his system, grabbing his tongue and launching it out. Have you ever thought about Yoshi's anatomy? If you think about it, what is it? He has a very long tongue, so it's got to come out somewhere. So just like a frog, it's close to its stomach to grab it and launch it out. So since he has a neck and his stomach right here and all that, he has to go back and like launch it like somewhat of a snake, like launching out the tongue. That could, I don't know the anatomy, I could be totally false, but I believe the second one more than Mario just punching Yoshi to get a tongue out. I prefer to think of, yeah, Mario being good. Sorry, but gotta go that way. But here is one that was kind of tough. Mario jumping off Yoshi to make a platform jump. I thought about this for a while. We could throw out the whole thing that it's the player's choice, because like the screen you showed, you saw the enemy flying up. But if it is the fact that it's Mario jumping off, then there's got to be a logical reason why. I have two theories about this. First one, Mario is jumping off of Yoshi. But then if you think about it, then wouldn't Yoshi try grabbing a hold of him? Unless he doesn't have good reflexes. So let's assume that he doesn't have good reflexes and Mario is jumping off him. So the fact that Mario jumping off of Yoshi and Yoshi not reacting to it is probably Yoshi's willing to do it. Just like a dog is to a human, how loyal they are. Yoshis are a common species in the Mushroom Kingdom, or just in the Mario universe as a whole. Much more common, at least, than a sandbird. Or probably because they know that the princess is in danger, so they're willing to assist Mario in his journey to assist the princess to save the land, because if the land changes, then they're probably going to go extinct and they're gone. So there's that. But I believe in the second theory, this big second theory that I'm going to unravel right now. It's not Mario jumping off Yoshi, but Yoshi propelling Mario. If you think about it, why does he have a saddle on his back as part of his anatomy? To probably launch stuff, if you think about it. I mean, Mario just freed Yoshi, and Yoshi is at the hands of Mario. So if they're going to go down, I'm pretty sure if Yoshi has a chance, then he's going to launch Mario up to save himself and sacrifice himself for Mario's safety. What is, just like going back to Yoshi's anatomy, I really wish someone would make the anatomy of Yoshi so we can actually see the anatomy of Yoshi. so it would actually help us determine what is going on with this situation. Right now, this one's clearly a theory that needs to be found out. So as soon as someone gets an anatomy of Yoshi, then we can get this one solved. And on to the last one, which I believe a lot of people don't know. Really obvious when I thought about this. The whole Mario mistreating Luigi-ish problem. I'm completely baffled at that people cannot see it through this fourth wall at this scenario. Okay, so I got a bulletin of some things that you said in your video that about how Luigi portrays Mario and all that. One was that Mario read the diary and he thinks the world of him. Luigi always wishes to be with him and all that. And he also shows respect for his brother, which in turn, if you think about it, is like what a little brother thinks to his older brother. He looks up to him. He wants to be him when he grows up. He's one of his role models. I mean, why wouldn't you, if you had an older brother and when you both are real little, you of course look up to him because you're around him most of your life. Now let's go on to how Mario sees Luigi. I also got some bulletins here. Mario mistreats Luigi. Mario ignores Luigi. If you think about it, that's what the older brother thinks of the younger brother. That he is just annoying and he follows him around like an irritating thing that just does not want to be. He just wants to be himself and not have something follow him around. Just like how an older brother sees the young brother. If you think about it like that, then here's some more theoretical things about this that I could also prove. Why is it that they're brothers, and why is it that the first player, who is Mario, and the second player, who's Luigi, if they play together, is it usually the older brother that is first player, and the younger brother who's always second player? No, not quite. But sometimes it is, especially when younger kids are involved. It usually is because the older person's older and they get more responsibility and respect, and it's usually theirs. So the little brother will always be second player, who is Luigi. And going on to the last big thing about Super Mario, wait no, the tennis one, what is it called? Oh, the tennis game that you said. How if the second player wins the game, or Luigi wins, which would usually be the second player, I'm pretty sure, wait no. So you're right, if Luigi wins, then Mario does the laughs, pats him on the back, and rubs his shoe in. If you think about it like a fourth wall here getting broken, if the second player gets a higher score than the first player, or if the younger brother beats the older brother, if the younger brother beats the older brother, do you think this would also happen? At first, the older brother would congratulate him with, I guess, just clapping him. And then he'd probably like pat him on the back, and then probably a punch in the face. I don't know. Usually, brothers are aggressive. I've never had an older brother, so I don't know that experience. But I'm pretty sure it's got to do with the player breaking the fourth wall and bringing it into the living room of the brothers playing the game. There's, that I'm aware of, no explanation why this would be happening, besides that it's Nintendo's way of saying or trying to relate the characters to real life brothers. So that's the only way how I could debunk it. That in this theory that it's gotta be broke with the fourth wall. So I don't want to do much respawn videos. So Matt Pat, I'm sending this video to you. If you got it and if you saw it, please, I'm not saying like or subscribe or anything. I'm just saying send me a message, please, that you got it, and if this also got you to change your side. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. We'll see in part 2. But until then, it's only a theory, and it's a game theory. Thank you for watching.